Hey guys, guess who's back? No, not really. This is just a test to see if the old way that I've been doing it of uploading videos. I'm gonna see if that's working again, and if it is, then guess what? You guys are gonna be seeing a lot more of doing what a One Piece junkie do. All right, so since it's a new year and I'm trying this thing, until my new thing comes around, I'm gonna do something new for y'all. Well, what is it? I'm getting to it, just calm down. Oh, okay then. One Piece volume rundowns. That's right, guys. Everything from the East Blue Saga, to the Baroque Works Saga, to the Skypiea Saga, to the Water 7 Saga, all the way to the Whitebeard War Saga. And so, without further ado, I give you guys One Piece rundowns, episode 1. Alright, let's get into it. Okay, so here we are, One Piece Volume 1. Up the top says One Piece, there it says One Piece in holographic letters. There it says Romance Dawn, the title of this volume. On the cover we have Luffy jumping on a boat with Zoro, who's apparently drinking some grog, and Nami holding some binoculars. There's an island in the background, there's lots of seagulls. There you have Shonen Jump graphic novel, story by Eiichiro Oda, Volume 1. On the spine, it says SJ, One Piece, 1, Eiichiro Oda, and there's that picture of Luffy again. This is Viz Media. Then you've got world's most popular manga, Shonen Jump, One Piece. This description, I guess I'll read that. As a child, Monkey D. Luffy was inspired to become a pirate by listening to the tales of the buccaneer red-haired Shanks. But his life changed when Luffy accidentally ate the fruit of the Gum Gum tree and gained the power to stretch like rubber, at the cost of never being able to swim again. Years later, still vowing to become the king of the pirates, Luffy sets out on his adventure. One guy alone in a rowboat in search of the legendary One Piece, said to be the greatest treasure in the world. There's a picture of Luffy, rating, website, they read from left to right so you know, pricing, ISBN, etc. Okay, so let's get into it. Here's other stuff. Oda's comments. It says, I've been gathering and reading a bunch of reference materials to do this pirate story. However, the pirates that I admired so much in my youth hardly ever left written records of their history. I guess they were just too busy having fun with their own adventures and they forgot to leave their stories for future generations. That's just the trouble with those darn pirates. Eiichiro Oda, 1997, this picture of a pistol, and Oda's biography and background. Here's some stuff about the volume, why it's rated T15. Here's a cool picture of Luffy. Here's the table of content. And here's the start of the volume. Starts out with Roger's execution. Goes to a nice color spread, which isn't in color because it's in the volume. Here's the first couple pages of the Luffy flashback, which if you watch the anime, came in episode, 3? And here's how it goes. Whoops. So, Shanks at the bar. This was all actually in full color up until a certain point. Then talking about being a pirate, leaving after 2 more voyages. Just your basic stuff. And you can see from there to there, it changes from being shaded to being just black and white. And there's more stuff. There's more stuff. If you know the story, this is basically just the background to it. It's how Luffy vowed to become the Pirate King with the Mountain Bandits. There's Shanks. And there's Shanks with a missing arm. Because he's amazing. And here we go. Luffy getting the straw hat. And going off on his adventure, punching this thingy, the Gum Gum pistol. I love this panel. And here we go. Now, here's this. Here's something about how they were originally all supposed to look. Here's a page with Luffy on it. Here's something about Alvida. Some background on her and Kobe and him busting out of a dinghy. And there's her Mace of Doom coming to blast them all in the face. And her talking. And Kobe giving Luffy his background. And Luffy telling him he wants to be king of the pirates. And more stuff. And more stuff. And then there's Alvida. And she tries to kill Luffy. Because Kobe called her no biddy. And he's like, move out of the way, Kobe. And he gets hit in the head. And he punches her in the face. Because he's a wife beater. And he's like, give Kobe a dinghy. And then here's something about the pirate flag. Its origins. Where the name might have come from. Just stuff like that. And here's more about Kobe. And here's Luffy riding a shark. And, okay, in the original volumes, this was Enter Zoro, like when the volume first came out, but they then changed it for reasons unknown to me, probably because they wanted to fit the 4Kids dub. And keep going with that name, I don't know why. Here's some people reacting about Zoro. There's them looking over the wall. There's him, all tied up and nasty looking. And there he is. And there they still are. And there's Kobe with his big head. And this chick who got him locked up in the first place wants to give him some rice balls. And there's Helmeppo. And Helmeppo's being a jerk. Still being a jerk. Zoro eating dirt balls. Here's how I draw the skull and crossbones in One Piece. I have done this so many times, I know how to do it by heart. And here's Luffy after this, punching Helmeppo in the face, because Luffy is awesome. And here's Morgan, Helmeppo's daddy. And here's Helmeppo with his daddy. And here's Zoro talking to Luffy, and Luffy bribing Zoro into joining his crew. And so, Morgan hits Helmeppo, because he's his daddy. Ah, just ripped it! Fudge! Alright, anyways, they're still talking. They do a lot of talking in this volume. And here's this big statue. And here's Luffy being lost. And him doing the Gum Gum Rocket up to the top of this building. And he grabs that statue. And then he proceeds to break it. And this statue costs like tons of money. And Morgan's all mad. It's like, roar! And then there's them doing their thing. And they're still talking. And here's how to make your own original pirate flag. I have never used any of these because I come up with my own because I am amazing. There's one for Luffy, Shanks, Elvita, funky flag, a cook flag, and a baseball flag. Here's Luffy and some dolphins drinking some stuff. And it's Kobe because he's been shot. And he's a big crybaby. And then Helmeppo and Kobe, they're about to shoot Kobe again. And there's Zoro's flashback to Kuina and how much of an awesome person she was. And how they fought with swords because they were awesome. And then how she died by falling down the stairs because she's still pretty freaking awesome. And Luffy deflects the bullets. There's Zoro. Oh, here's the road to Morgan's appearance. He was originally supposed to look like that because he was the father of Helmeppo because he's his daddy. And then that's what Morgan ended up looking like because that just looks freaky. And Zoro agrees to join Luffy's crew, which Luffy is ecstatic about. He's trying to untie some ropes while these Marines come and get him. And he unties them, and Zoro's being a boss, because Zoro's always a boss. There's him being awesome still. And he's like, world's greatest swordsman, I'm going to be king of the pirates. Anything else make me look bad. Fools! And then there's the Gum Gum Whip on another two-page spread. And there's Morgan. He's like, oh my god, you beat all my men! And then he's like, okay, you know what, you guys are going to kill yourselves for whining. And then they get ready to kill themselves. And Luffy's like, you gonna fight me? And Morgan's like, I am a boss. And then he tries to cut Luffy. And there's Helmeppo. And then there's Luffy stomping Morgan in the face. And Morgan falls backwards. He's like, ouch, that stings! And then he kicks him in the face. He's gonna punch him. And then Helmeppo is going to shoot Kobe. And he's like, okay, you know what? I'm going to punch. Morgan's like, I'm gonna cut you. Luffy's like, I'm gonna punch your son in the face. And then he punches him in the face. And then there's Morgan. And he falls over because Zoro's a boss. Then there's them painting a bear. Then they're both down. The Marines are happy. Zoro eats food. They get ready to set off on their adventure. There's Kobe. There's the Marines. The Marines are kicking them out. And then they're all like, I'm leaving. And then Kobe's like, I'm not one of them. And then Luffy's gonna tell them Kobe's story and make him hate pirates. So he's starting to tell the story. And Kobe punches him in the face because he doesn't want no one to know about that. Then he punches him back. And they're not friends, but they are still friends. There's Haki, which shows up later in the story. It's a very important part of Kobe's life. And then they salute the pirates, because the pirates are awesome. And there's Great Age of Piracy, even though this really has no point. Here's stuff about Zoro and Luffy, how they want to eat food. It's this giant bird. It takes Luffy away. Zoro's trying to capture it, or catch up to it. And then there's some pirates. And he beats up these pirates. And then they're talking about Nami and how she steals the ship. And then there's Buggy's ship, and they shoot down Luffy because he's flying. And these guys, Buggy's henchmen, they're trying to catch Nami. And then, Luffy just falls out of the sky. Nami runs away, calls him her boss. They punch his hat off, and he's like, bam, don't touch the hat. And then he beats them all up, and she's like, I rob pirates. She's like, rob pirates. And then here's stuff about the original One Piece story thing. Here's something about the second version. And here's some stuff about Oda and some ads and whatnot. But yeah, that's it for One Piece Volume 1 rundown. And I will hopefully see you guys soon for another chapter review or anime episode review. And I'll catch you on the flip side. Alright guys, peace.